Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Hey Internet, and welcome back to the Intoxicated Podcast. If you are brand new to the show, this is a drinking comedy podcast where I typically have my friends on and we talk about life. This week we have two amazing returning guests on the podcast. We have for the second time, Krista and Lily from 36 Times Podcast. And if you go all the way back to episode 36, you can hear their first episode on the show, where we talk all about their podcast, which is a Canadian true crime comedy podcast, and it's amazing, and everyone should go check it out right now. Well, you know what I mean. Listen to this episode first, and then go check it out. And if you're listening to this on the 36 Times Podcast feed, I'm very sorry that I'm not Krista or Lily. This is probably going to be very different for you guys, but thanks so much for tuning into this episode with the awesome Krista and Lily. This time around, we had a sleepover episode. I'm bringing back an old segment that I used to do called InTalksicated, where it's essentially a sleepover and a podcast, and that's what we did with Krista and Lily. They came up one weekend, and they stayed the night at my place, and we talked about boys. Literally. That's what we did. We talked about boys. It was really awesome. It was a good change of pace. I actually got to know the gals a bit better and got to know how they met their husbands, which was really, really awesome. And then we played a very fun game of quirks and perks, which is essentially like a deal breaker game. It was a shit ton of fun, and this one had a lot more drinking involved. So there you go. It was tons of fun. I always have a blast with Krista and Lily, and I thank them so much for coming back on a second time on Intoxicated. So obviously do make sure you subscribe to 36 Times Podcast wherever you find podcasts, and give them a follow on social media as well. I believe their handle is 36 Times Podcast everywhere. I will be sure to leave links below so that you can do that. And also, the girls did actually stick around for a Patreon episode, which is absolutely hilarious. So they did a Tinder takeover on my phone, and I've never seen two women have so much fun on Tinder before. It was amazing, and yeah, some interesting things happened that night because of the Tinder takeover. Krista and Lily, I know that you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll tell that story sometime on the podcast. But regardless, it was freaking hilarious, and if you want to get that episode, you need to become a Patreon of Intoxicated. So you can head over to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/intoxicated. You can check out the various reward levels on there. But if you do want the bonus episodes, you are going to have to come in at $10 a month. That's the level that will get you bonus content. Now, I will say as well that we are pumping out a lot of bonus episodes on there. I just posted one last week, actually, all about dating. So we're kind of keeping up with a dating theme on the Patreon episodes. But if you do really want to hear an episode, you can always donate for 1 month and then either cancel or take your membership down a tier the next month. It's up to you, but there's different options on Patreon, so I highly encourage checking out our Patreon page. So if all goes as planned, I should have the bonus episode with Krista and Lily up very early next week, probably like Monday or Tuesday of next week if you're hearing this on Friday. I'm telling you right now, it's well worth the $10. It's so funny. And the episode I just posted a couple days ago is also amazing. It is with my friend Danielle, and we talk about the issue of call-out culture on Tinder. So the idea of how do you approach dealing with guys who are shitty to you on dating apps? This is a subject that I actually really love talking about because I love hearing the different sides of this. I posted a poll on Facebook that was essentially like, girls on dating apps, what do you do when a guy is shitty to you on there? Do you ignore and unmatch, or do you call them out? And me and Danielle talk about the results of that poll and really get into it. It's really, really good. So that's another bonus episode you will get if you sign up at the $10 level. And of course, follow Intoxicated on all social media, and that is Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast, on Twitter at @in_toxicated. You can also email us at intoxicatedpodcast@gmail.com and check out our website, intoxicatedpodcast.com. And obviously, make sure you hit subscribe on any podcasting app that you are using to subscribe to Intoxicated and make sure you don't miss an episode. If you really dig it, you can leave us a rating or review on iTunes. It would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, I give you this awesome episode with Krista and Lily from 36 Times.
Get closer to your mic.
Get Alan Rickman.
Get Alan.
I'm so close to my mic right now, I could make out with it.
That's how I feel you need to be with these mics.
Listen,
They're dynamic mics. You got to eat the mic.
I was trying to drink.
Shall we get it going?
Okay, sure.
Can you edit all of this out?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Intoxicated. I don't know why I'm in spooky voice.
I mean, that was pretty spooky.
It's because of us.
I was frightened. It was like a horror hostess, but like Elvira's like hot mess of a cousin.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are on the Intoxicated podcast with second-time returning guests. Woo-hoo. Kristen Lily from 36 Times Podcast. You're going to get the air horn on the second time.
The best part about that was my name was first for once.
I know.
Lily.
Well,
I always say, okay, I don't know why I instantly go to Kristen Lily.
I don't know what. No, we kind of.
Is it alphabetical? Is that why?
yeah.
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 We always just did Lily and Krista because I found it sounded better.
Really?
Yeah. Day
it
one.
I
wasn't
don't know
my
what
fault.
sounds. I honestly don't know what sounds. You guys should combine your names.
I do
make
that
like
with
a
a coworker.
Really?
And make a couple name. You know what I mean?
I do that with a coworker at work
There
because
you go.
our bosses will get us confused and say the wrong person, so they just go Crindy.
Crindy.
Crindy. So what would you guys be?
Well, that would be Crilly, which just sounds like a cute word for what whales eat.
Yes. That's how I was going too. I'm on board with that.
I'm on board, but I don't know. It's like
Crilly.
the brand.
I love that
Crilly
we're
brand
with
Krill.
Crilly from 36 Times Podcast. I don't remember what number your guys' episode is, but I will say it in the intro.
Nice.
But you guys did an episode of Intoxicated a while ago.
We did.
And you're back.
So it wasn't that bad.
I didn't scare you off
No.
too much.
Not too much.
We're having a sleepover tonight, guys.
yeah.
This is very exciting. We just got back from a podcast meetup downtown Halifax. We hung out with some other podcasts. We drank.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sarah drank.
We exchanged podcast swag.
We did get a pretty decent haul of cards
Yeah, and stickers.
and stickers.
It was the first of many, hopefully.
Hopefully, November was floated around. I think you were gone to the toilet.
Oh, likely. That's what I've been doing this evening.
That's what Mike said. He was like, "November sound good." I was like, "Yeah,
Not the first
That's
week.
doable. November is doable.
Yeah.
it's doable." I just said pending weather because
course.
this is the Maritimes,
This is the Maritimes. This is gonna
and
be
depending on
snowstorms
what
every
week
day.
it falls on,
Yeah.
100%. So it was a lot of fun. So
Yep.
you guys, we had some drinks, and they're gonna stay the night at my place tonight.
Yeah.
we're gonna play games.
And this is awesome because the first episode with you guys was like we were talking true crime, we were talking podcasting. Now we're gonna get into like sleepover girl chat, the typical things. So here's
Are
the
we going
thing.
to spin the bottle?
Well, there's a couple things here. One, let's talk about what
Sloppy.
we're drinking because what we're drinking is interesting.
Yep. Yep.
So Krista, you have a Stella.
Yes.
So is that your beer of choice?
Yeah, Stella
When you
or
buy beer?
Corona. I was
That's
feeling
totally fair.
fancier today.
Yeah. I mean, I love Corona.
Yeah.
And we also have some Mike's Hard Lemonade Berry
Yeah. It's like McDonald's fruit punch, but for adults.
with alcohol in it.
Yes, that is the adult
I'm pretty
part.
sure Mike's Hard Lemonade was the first booze I ever tried in my life.
Mine was Boone's.
At 16 years old.
What's Boone's?
You don't remember Boone's?
No.
Oh my
Boone's
God.
wine.
Yes, exactly.
What does Boone's
It was
do?
about what, $11-12 for like 2 liters of a terrible fruit wine.
Yep.
Gross.
It's essentially juice.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm on board.
with a very small amount of alcohol.
Yeah, we used to just go and buy like 4 or 5 of them
Oh.
and then drink on a beach because that was North Shore living.
Yeah. I think the first thing I drank was like vodka and orange.
Vodka,
Well,
like
yeah,
a
of
screwdriver?
course. Yeah, screwdrivers. That used to be the thing that you get the first time I went to a bar.
But the reason these Mike's Hard Lemonade berries are making me nostalgic is that they're so sugary,
They're like wine coolers.
and they feel like what 19 feels like.
Yeah.
And I say that because the only reason I say 19 is I drank alcohol when I was 16 once, didn't really like it, never drank again underage until a month before my 19th birthday. And it was kind of like losing your virginity. Like I wanted to drink before I could get drunk, if that makes any sense. Like I wanted to get used to alcohol so that when I turned 19, oh God, sorry mom if you're listening. I drank 1 month before I turned 19.
Also, sorry Sarah's mom as well. That reminds me, today is the anniversary of the day that I lost my virginity.
Shut the fuck up. You remember the day.
I'm impressed.
I actually remember the day too. The date as well.
Yeah.
Mine
What
was
was it?
February 24th.
Nice.
It's
a nice day to lose your
year.
virginity.
Sure is, I suppose.
I wouldn't know.
I'm like going back in my brain. I'm like, when would that month been? No,
Today was the anniversary?
I'll tell you for why I know.
Yes.
Sorry, Sarah's mom, but also sorry, my mom, because it's my mom's wedding anniversary. So, how else do you get your mom out of the house but her going to get married? So, thanks.
Amazing.
Thanks, stepdad.
that is a pretty good way to remember.
right?
I mean, if all of my
she posted on
life
Facebook
events-
today about it, and I was all like, oh.
I feel like it was the 24th of February, but I might be a couple days off on that.
Well,
I know it was end of February because it was just before I turned 18.
nice.
I have a very poor memory,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't.
You wouldn't remember?
Like I was there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I was definitely there.
Yeah.
Do you remember how old you were?
18.
Okay, yeah.
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 17?
How old
18.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Not 18.
17?
I was older than that.
18?
Probably 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 19.
That's still good.
I mean, thanks.
Drinking.
Success.
I did drink for the first time when I was 16 in a bar with my dad.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Did he like teach you the ways of booze?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
No, my dad was one of those dads that if you were like hanging around, we used to have a pool growing up. And if you're out on the deck with the pool, they'd have beer, and he used to laugh because our old cat used to go over and like lick the top of your beer bottle and be like, I like beer.
Uh-huh.
And then he'd be like, you want a beer? One of those people that like encourage your children to have a sip of beer as a child.
Yeah.
My dad was like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think he was kind of the dad that was like, if you're going to drink,
Do it where
I can see. Like I was allowed to drink at home at the end of high school and stuff
Yeah.
because it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Yeah,
That's
it's sort of
awesome.
like the attitude that was sort of like if you're doing it at home or at your friend's place,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as like
and you can always
You're
call
safe.
me to get home. Like that was their mentality because they knew it was going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a good drinking. Well, no, it's not that great.
Let's hear it.
Well,
Average
wait,
drinking
let's
story.
actually bring it in for a cheers first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Lily's Central.
Woo! We did it.
And we also have some hard root beer as well kicking around. Dusty
Brace
boots.
yourself for that.
Oh, so
This is a
foamy.
smorgasbord of alcohol tonight, and it's awesome.
Does hard root beer fall into the liquor of the beer before liquor sticker?
Yeah, because I think it's
counts as
mostly
liquor
rum.
because I don't think it's.
Oh.
I think it's like a mixture of alcohol. Like I don't know what that Dusty Boots hard root beer is, but
Well, it looks like someone is getting sicker than. I
What,
did
me?
Beer and then no me.
Oh, you. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna stick with
wait,
this.
what,
Jet.
did you have beer at the Frog?
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
I managed to get one.
Was it only one?
Yes.
You should
Oh,
be fine.
probably because it took forever
It
to
took
get
an
to you.
hour and a half
To get your beer.
to get my beer, so he was busy.
The Frog is very hit or miss.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I love them. But it
The
is.
food was
Lovely
excellent.
It
yeah,
is.
to have
Yeah,
us.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, the food was really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lily, do you
Yeah.
want me to get you another drink?
Sure. I'm trying
Oh,
to
that one went faster than first.
Well, I know. I'm trying to quickly catch up with Sarah. I feel like I'm letting this side down. If we ever become a drinking podcast,
Ooh.
Maybe we should
I mean-
for the amount of people that drinking podcasts get in our genre.
in our genre,
Genre? Sandra.
Well,
in our
sometimes
Sandra Bullock.
sometimes you might need it.
I watched
with the
Ocean's
heavy
8
subject
last night.
matter.
That's good.
I loved it.
Good.
What's Sandra
I haven't
Bullock?
seen it.
Ocean's 8. I watched it
I
last
want to
night.
see it.
It was very good.
So, Sarah Paulson. Hello.
Is that the guy?
Damn it, all the fuck.
Is it the same guy that was telling you about music?
No,
And
it's,
pizza?
it's. Did you remember when I was telling you, Sarah, take this out? Sarah, take this out. Okay, Sarah, we're back. We're back in.
We're back, Sarah.
We're back in. We're gonna take that clip out. How did you guys are both married?
Yep.
Okay. So, well, one thing I want to add about you guys is we've hung out a couple times, and you made a very funny comment
Did I?
about how you guys are like my aunts.
Yes. We are your aunts from the countryside. We're like country mouse and city mouse. What's this?
For those not familiar, because I do have a couple of U.S. listeners, so you guys are from a town how far away from me?
2 days on foot.
It's about 98 kilometers as the crow flies.
Oh my god!
Which is how we primarily travel.
How many? It's like an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an hour away. So you guys came into the city recently, and like I was just telling you all about all my boy shit.
Yes.
And
we worry.
We do worry.
We worry, Sarah. Are you eating?
you tell it like it is. I feel like the difference between someone like you and someone my age is you tell it like it fucking is.
Wait,
just like,
aren't you guys the same age?
You're just like,
No.
just what
No.
are you doing? Just
my
drop 'em.
my husband reminded me last night that we are not the same age. He's all like, no, Sarah's like 25. And I was like, what?
I mean, that makes sense. I would put like if I met myself,
Yeah.
I would put myself at 25.
And what are you?
I'm 31.
See, I
I
fucking him.
told you.
Andy, if you're listening, which you better damn well should be, she's 31.
Did you hear that, Andy?
31.
31,
No, I know. I was all like,
31
no.
years young. Oh, it rhymes.
So there you go.
So you're the young one.
Wait, hang on. You're younger than I am?
Yeah, I turned 30 this year.
What the fuck? I thought
I
you were
know.
like, I thought
I-
you were in between me and Krista.
No, because
100%
her mannerisms is 70.
Yeah, like an Anna.
Holy shit. Okay.
It's like on the Golden Girls when everybody's like, "Oh, Sophia's the old one." No, she's not. She's not the old
No,
one.
she's
she just
not.
looks that way and acts that way. So I'm like that. I am the Sophia.
Regardless.
Regardless, we are your aunts.
You guys are both married. Lily,
Yeah,
how
hi.
long have you been married?
Oh gosh, that's the hard question, isn't it? Was it 2014? Andy, don't listen to this part. I think it was 2014, so 4 years.
Okay, 4 years.
Yeah.
Krista, how long?
Long pause. 11.
Okay. I mean, you can always guesstimate too. You don't have to. You don't have
2007.
Okay.
It's because most people I know of my age got married 7707. So it makes it really easy for me to remember
Nice.
the year I was married.
That's very handy of them.
Yeah.
I want to know the origin of both.
The origin story. It was mainly radioactive like material.
So how do you meet? How do you meet these people?
College.
yeah.
College.
Yeah.
Both for both.
No.
Okay, Lily, you start.
Okay. Online.
Online.
Yeah, we met online. I was teaching over in England, surprise, and I was online.
Eye
dating.
roll.
Eye roll. I was online dating, and I had like a couple sort of like. Bleh. And then I've been dating a guy named Steve. He was so lovely but so boring.
Like a
And-
Steve would be.
right?
Oh, I know some good Steves. Come on
Okay,
now.
They sound good.
Are they
Steves.
kind of boring though?
You can tell us.
No.
My Steve was boring. He was perfectly friendly but boring. And so anyway, I had like kind of like been sort of online dating, and I was going home for the summer to change over my visa. So I just kind of was casually talking with this guy, and he was all like, "Hey, you want to meet up beforehand?" I'm like, "Sure." So we met up, and it was Andy, obviously, surprise spoiler. And he showed up in this like long duffel coat, murdery duffel coat. And I was like, And then so I was all like, I'm going to up your murdery game. We're going to go to the pub that's through the dark park. So let's do this. So I took him through a long walk in the woods.
Holy
alone.
shit!
And I was like, okay, so one of us is going to murder the other.
You're like, and it's going to be me.
Feminism. And so so we had this long walk,
Feminism.
and we sat down and drank, and we had like stories where like we now know that we were giving like red flags off to each other, but hadn't really
Really?
thought about it. So like, for instance, I was talking about my best friend James, and he had just been on a date with a girl who had basically used her best friend to get out of out of the date. And so when I started talking about my best friend James, who is like this like great guy in Toronto, and I was like going on about like how great he is, and she's all like, shit, is she gonna like pretend there's a phone call from him and then leave? Because that's what happened last time. And I thought he wasn't really interested in me at all, because I was like, he doesn't seem really interested in what I'm talking about. And
Right.
when he is interested, it's sort of like he's kind of scattered and everything. And like, I couldn't tell if he was flirting or not.
I hate that.
The whole thing. So then anyway,
Yeah.
so then the next date was on my birthday. And, so he brought a card, and it was very cute. And then
What was on the card?
It
Yeah.
was Happy Birthday, Lily XX.
Ooh, kiss.
Oh, kisses.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Did you kiss on the first date?
No. No, I don't think we kissed until we were legit in my bed.
Classy.
I know, right? Well, because neither of us knew that we were into the other until that moment.
Oh my God, that is so you guys.
And I was, yes, It is because I will
No, it
tell
really
you,
is.
there are so many like mixed messages that like because like I said to him like on that date I was all like so I am going home for the summer and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to come back because I'm switching over my visa to an ancestry visa and it's a different process than what I'm on. I was on a student visa and a youth mobility anyway, and he was all like, oh cool, and he had just been like basically on a couple of dates with an American who ended up having to go home because of her visa again. So he's all like, fuck. So we kind of were all like, okay, well, it was nice meeting you. We're kind of keep in touch. If I come back, I come back, so on. We ended up Skyping like every day that I was home. And when I got my visa, it was like, yay, let's book a date. And so we like booked a date for the day that I got back. So I got into Heathrow. My landlord, who had in a weird shift decided that he liked me at that point, picked me up at the airport. And was like, you want to come and have tea with my sister? And I'm like, no, I had to go home and shower because I have to go back into London for a date. And he's all like, oh. And I was like, yeah, bye. And so anyway,
I just love that accent. It was
it was
just get her to do it all the time.
all the time. But yeah, so, and like there's still so many like sort of moments where I was like, are we a thing?
I hate those
I
moments.
hate it.
No,
like,
but you know what's funny about this situation is it's entirely innocent. It's
Yeah.
not somebody being fake about it.
yeah, like
it's
leading
just,
you on,
it's
breadcrumbing as you
right.
were.
It's nothing like that
Yeah.
because if you met Andy as well,
Yeah.
you could see how that would be the takeaway from the situation.
We were doing it in a sort of like, oh,
It's
there's
an adorable
no way
way.
that this person that I really likes me back.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like holding back to the point where like I waited until he was in like tooth pain distress before I asked if I could call him my boyfriend. And then at one point I was like trying to gauge if he was like, I'm like, so boo boo, are we or what? So I'm like, why don't you come out drinking with me and my friends and then you can spend the night after at mine so you don't have to go home drunk on the train.
Of course,
And he was
logistics.
right? And so I was like, cool. And like, I'm like, oh, but I've only got the one bed. And I thought that would be like the thing. I was all like, this will call him out. He'll be all like, oh, I don't mind a wink or something. But instead, very typical of him. I love him, but very typical of him. He's all like, oh, don't worry. I've shared a bed before with Armin, who's his best friend. And I was like,
Oh no.
So you're like, okay, so we're sleeping foot to face?
yes.
Like,
I'm like, oh,
no.
shit. So then we, but then we did end up like kissing him in my bed. I'll tell you one other story, and then I want to hear Chris's story. But
No, you don't.
How I do. How we came to say I love you was via a drunk person, because we went to a play in London, and we were on the train on the way home, on the subway train, and this Irish guy was across from us. And he's like, "Phew, right there," and I was like, "Hi." And he's all like, "Isn't that the face of someone in love?" And I was all like,
you're like, oh, Irish drunk man.
Oh, you. Is this a film? Are you played by Hugh Grant? No, because he can't do an Irish accent. But neither can I. So we got home back to my place, and we're like there in bed, and we're like kind of like both like, woo. And then Andy was like, just so you know, the guy on the tube was right. Like, that's
wait, was
what
he
it
talking
is.
when he said
He
that's
looked
the
at,
face?
he said to me, he said it to us, like he's like, you guys, you must be in love. And like he said, that's the face of someone in love. You must be in love. And he just kept going, like singing at us, and we're like, we'll just look away awkwardly.
You're like,
Look at her
this
feet.
weird
And he
drunk
said,
guy
just so
said
you know,
something.
he
Just
was
so you know, he was
right.
right. And I was like, ah, same.
Oh my
So
god, that's
that was
so
our like I love you
fucking
moment.
cute.
It was super sweet. But
nauseating.
It's
That's
very
right
welcome.
out of a rom-com.
Right of a rom-com. Also, I bled on him the first time that we were kissing. So
Via what orifice?
listeners at home, if you're playing it long, I'll give you a minute. It was my lip. It was split, and we were kissing, and he was all like,
It tastes
I
kind of
think you're
metally in
bleeding
here.
on me. And I'm like, oh my god.
I
And
was really
said rather awkwardly, I don't usually do that. As if he was thinking, oh, is this her thing?
I was really hoping it would be the other orifice.
Right? I mean, no. No. But yeah, he was very much like, it's fine. I'm like, moo.
You're like, gross. No, it's not.
Gross. I don't want to eat my own blood.
Ew.
That's adorable.
Auto vampirism.
And how long
So-
did you date before you got married?
Good question. We met in 2012 because it was the year of the London Olympics.
So 2 years.
So 2 years.
And what was the wedding like?
We had 2. Because we had one here. We got married here, and then we went back over there. So the one here was in a house that we rented down. Well, my mom rented down in Eastern Ferry, and it was beautiful and lovely and very small. I had both my father, my stepfather, walked me to the officiant and so on, and it was lovely. And we had a great Dairy Queen cake. And
nice.
Ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake for a wedding.
Yep. Right? It's my wedding, man. Like the wedding cake
Do
itself.
whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever. The wedding, that was that. And then 3 days later, we had a reception so that people could come because it was on the weekend and they could come and do that. But so that was lovely. So his family was over and that was great. And they'd never been to like his sister had never been to Canada because his parents, the second time we met up, he's like, I don't say this just to impress you, but he had a Canada sweater on. I was like, what's this about? And he's like, well, my parents had just gotten back from Canada. You might know the area they're at. And I was thinking like, I roll. We don't know everywhere.
Was it Toronto?
And he was all like, I think it was just outside of Kentville. I was like, okay, shut the fucking front door. Yes, I know that area. I'm from what? And he was all like, yeah, it's where his like dad's old schoolmate has ended up is out there. And I was like, well, that's great. So anyway,
Holy shit.
So yeah, so that the one here was low key. The one there was in like this old sort of hall that used to be owned by the Cromwell family, and it was very much it had hymns and so on, and
It was very English.
very English, and
Adorable.
yeah. So that was that, and so it was lovely. That was fun, and I had like a wedding dress that I really enjoyed that I got from a place called Fur Coat No Knickers, which was great.
Amazing.
And it's like a saying there where it's like you're rich, but you can't afford it. You buy a fur coat, but you can't afford underwear. So it's like fur coat, no knickers. And so yeah, it was really nice, and that was fun. But
That's amazing.
yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, it's
What's
Krista's.
your story?
It's Krista's turn.
College.
What was your wedding like?
You met it.
Small.
Wait, well,
Small.
let's go back to the beginning though, because it's a very good place to start. Oh wait, that's Sound of Music. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
I
start
don't think I
from the
had the
very
melody right
beginning.
there.
Because it's a very good place to start.
Is it Do Re Mi?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, Do-re-mi.
I like how these kids are
I
like
was in
way
the
too
pit
good.
orchestra for that, like at our local theater
the
back
film?
up home. No, yes, the film.
Sound
of
of
course.
Music?
Yes, for Sound of Music. So I knew
Oh my God,
that
amazing.
music back to front,
I fucking love
fucking
the
all
Sound
over
of
the
Music.
place. Yeah,
I would fucking trap that Von Trapp anytime.
right.
I'd take a bit of that Captain D
Yeah,
any day.
tap that Von Trapp.
Tap that Von Trapp.
Oh
So,
man.
Hashtag
100%.
tap that Von Trapp.
I mean, like, what chick has not fantasized about that?
But plumbing the depths
The-
of Christopher
the-
Plummer.
What's the name for that? Oh man, I'm a little drunk.
No.
Not a veranda.
Patio?
It's a patio, but
Balcony?
it's like out on its own, and it has a roof.
Sunroom?
You mean like a gazebo?
That's what it is.
Are you talking about I Am 16?
Are you talking about the Nazis?
Yeah, you talking about singing about that Nazi boy?
The Nazi boy song?
I think you definitely liked
Okay,
the wrong
not his
one.
That is not
backstory,
okay.
But
if
the
you don't think about
situation
who he is, you just
No.
think about being sung
No,
at in
no,
a gazebo.
no, it's
in
terrible.
the rain.
It is a terrible song.
Yeah. Because it's all like,
I am
know.
16, going on 17, innocent as a rose.
And he's all like, I want to tap that.
Yes.
How old was he?
80. I think he's probably 18, wasn't he? Or
Wasn't
19?
Yeah,
he
he was like
17
18.
going on 18?
Something like that.
Because it's in the song, isn't it? She
It
dresses
is in the
as
song.
Not that, guys. 1 year.
No.
No,
but
it's
it's-
not his age. That's the issue. I think it's the Nazism.
Oh, that's true.
And the
He
whole,
blew the whistle
let's
on the
not-
whole fucking family.
Let's not
He
ruin
did.
my hopes
Whistle.
and dreams. I want to still fantasize about being kissed in a gazebo in the rain.
I mean, that's fine, but we don't need the Nazi
We don't
boy.
need the
Oh
Nazi
no!
boy.
Yeah, he should not be that.
Kiss Captain Von Tramp. Tramp.
Yeah, I'd be all up on that.
I wish.
But
Captain Von Tramp.
it's a Lady in the Tramp and Sound of Music crossover.
Oh, it's a mashup. It's a mashup.
It's the
I would watch.
spaghetti scene with Nazis.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with that.
careful. Careful.
Careful,
dying.
Neil.
Oh, careful. Whoops. 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 A bit of Nazi.
Getting into the
Getting into the Minnesota.
We are
back
getting,
into Minnesota accent. Eat that bite.
We used to do that accent all the time at each other, talking about Bane.
I don't even
from
like,
Batman.
From Batman.
Oh my god.
He like Bane. He was like the VIP at a shopping market.
Oh yeah, you worked at Walmart.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that Bane. He works so hard. He's a hard worker.
Oh my
Did you hear
shit.
about him? He got out of the stock room.
Oh,
He's on days now.
he's on days. Good for him.
Good
Bless
for
his
him.
cotton
Bless
socks. So we did that.
I remember how that started, but it
No.
was at game night.
It was a gay night. We were just
And I
talking
think we
to each
got
other.
probably got looked at sideways
100%.
by those people we, won't
weren't
name.
drinking.
No,
Just-
this
I love
was
that.
just
Oh,
Oh
hanging
yeah,
out.
because games brought you guys together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we went to the.
Krista, how
Yeah.
the fuck did you meet your man?
He lived in the same apartment complex as me
Oh, that's nice.
in college. There was an old army barracks.
Okay.
Okay, it was haunted. Just
good.
FYI.
Ghosts brought you together?
Did you see anything ever?
I only learned this after I had long moved out. I was like,
Oh.
damn it, that place was haunted.
Damn it.
Should have gone in the basement.
Ah.
No, we lived in an old army barracks that was converted into some little apartments for the local college. And he lived upstairs. I lived in the one that had the bathroom because I was like, fuck that shit. I'm paying for a bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was sort of seeing his neighbor when we met. We all kind of got together and were watching movies together and stuff. I remember Final Destination was one of the movies.
Nice.
Oh my
It
god.
had just come out.
How very 90s.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we just started hanging out, realized that we liked a lot of the same things, but he had a girlfriend.
Ah.
So I
Okay.
thought nothing of it.
Okay.
And then time moved on, still had the same girlfriend.
Meh.
We started hanging out more, but she didn't live there. So she lived away. So it was just
Were
a
you
matter.
still with the same boyfriend?
It was kind of like off and on with
Yeah.
this dude and some other dude that was not anything to even think about. So it was nothing serious. But
something.
yeah, we just hung out an awful lot to the point where there were a lot of rumors going around the building that we were actually seeing each other behind the girl's back. Ooh, yeah, she actually came up to town and was like going to beat me up sort of thing because
Did you
I
get in a
was
brawl?
No, I left.
Oh.
I completely avoided the situation and went and stayed with a friend for the night and didn't see her, didn't come across her, nothing like that. Anyway, eventually they broke up and record straight, we did not do anything until he was well broken up.
But there was something there.
There was, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just a matter of like waiting it out.
Logistically having it match up.
Yep, exactly. So, I mean, it was a long and horrible time, but
Yeah.
it worked out in the end.
How, was it confusing for you?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
it was
I
really
can
weird because I
imagine
mean,
so.
like we hung out so much, just like friends. Like we liked the same TV shows, we liked the same video games, we liked whatever, movies and stuff, and we all kind of hung out together too, like the whole floor. So it was like a group gathering sort of thing. But
That's so cool.
yeah,
It's
and
kind of
then
like how people meet in dorms, but it was an apartment complex.
pretty much, yeah. We were all college students. Like whether you were going to this college or one of the other ones, it was just everybody sort of did their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we stayed together afterwards, long distance for like a year or so, and then we moved actually down here together, and that was it.
Crazy. What was your wedding like?
Tiny. We were down here together for about 6 years before we actually got married, and seeing as neither of our families are from here, it was very small. So we kept it local, and it was like 30 people, a handful of friends, and
That's good though. I like the idea of a small wedding.
it was at a church. It was at the Catholic church because he was brought up Catholic, and as was I. Not that it matters. But I knew we would probably have kids, so I would kind of like, well, let's do this the way we're supposed to as good Catholics. And we had to do the marriage counseling, which was the worst.
I heard about this. My friend went through it recently.
Yeah, it was
Like a
terrible.
marriage
About it with
course
Rob
or something?
Williams. Remember that?
No.
They did it with John Krasinski and Rob Williams, and I believe Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, yes.
You know what I love from Mandy Moore?
Such
Saved.
a big Mandy Moore fan.
Did you watch Saved?
Yes, it's great.
It is the greatest
It is a
movie
great
ever.
film.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
You need to watch
But
it.
watch, remember.
All you need to know from Saved is Macaulay Culkin in a wheelchair dressed as a roller skate.
God, Macaulay Culkin. He has a podcast.
I know, and it's apparently really funny.
It is.
Hang on,
It's
what?
hilarious.
It's called Bunny Ears, and
Yeah.
it's super good.
It's really funny.
yeah.
I want to subscribe.
It's just him like having cash conversations. And
What's
you're
it
like,
called
What was
again?
your life? Bunny
Bunny
Ears.
ears.
Bunny ears?
Yeah. I got really into his brother Rory for a while.
Yeah, he's pretty fun.
Was he on Scott Pilgrim?
Fuck, it's hot. I'm like sweating.
Welcome to my life every
Oh my God,
day.
the
That's
marriage
what-
counseling. I had like a
Yes.
really big problem when they were going on about like not intervening with, I don't know, like it's like illness or something like that. And I was like, wait, you
Whoa,
mean to
now.
tell me that if your family member needed to go on dialysis, you'd be like, no, it's God's will.
Ew, no.
And they were like, well, it's not. I was like, no, I'm done. Like, I hate
I'm
this
out.
so much.
I'm out.
I was like,
Yeah,
you
no, I don't like that.
need to fix this.
Oh wow.
Catholic Church.
Yeah, Catholic Church. Anyway,
Oh, good
we
old
still
Catholic Church.
passed.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I
Did you
don't
get like
know.
a certificate?
Oh, probably. There's probably something somewhere
Gotta frame
stating
that
that.
photo.
What was
Shit.
involved in the marriage counseling?
It was several meetings at someone's private home with other couples. Yes. I know your face says
Is
it
it
all.
like eyes wide shut situation? Like
Oh,
it was like a
fuck
sex
no.
thing.
No, it's not a sex thing. It's Catholic. It's Catholicism.
Oh yeah, because as of the recent news, the
No.
Catholic Church definitely doesn't do sex things.
What's the recent news?
Oh my
Oh my
God, the
God, how do you
pedophilia.
not know?
Oh my God, tell me. I'm gonna hold the mic now.
Oh my
You
God.
praise yourself.
Isn't majority of it happening in like Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's all because they did a study in Pennsylvania and they've and like they
You see the movie
investigation.
Spotlight?
Yes, and I loved it.
It's that.
I loved it in the way that it was a good movie, not in that I liked what was happening. But
No,
it's come
it's
out and it's
basically
like,
that.
There's even been places that like apparently there's a place in Ontario that they sent some of these priests for like
To fix them.
treatment, to fix them, and then sent them back out to be fucking priests in different places.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's that.
That's
But what kind
insane.
of questions were you asked? Were you asked like if
It was a lot of weird, stupid
will you
compatibility
like,
things.
obey and
Not
love and
so
obey?
much obey.
You obey.
Will you obey? Like love and obey. Type
Will you
shit,
do the
like-
dishes and have dinner on the table by 5 p.m. every night?
It wasn't that stringent from what I remember.
Absolutely.
This was a long time ago, guys. Fuck, it's like 11, 12
I'm
years
gonna
ago.
need you to tell us every single second of it.
And I already told you how poor my memory
I
is.
know it's
really
true.
bad.
We're really pushing you.
Aw, she's gonna boop it. Boop it. You boop it, cat.
I'm not gonna say
I'm
shit.
Boop the coach.
I think she likes to be beside me a lot. She's a
good
beside
kitty.
cat.
Yeah.
Who's a good kitty?
Not a lap cat,
Adorable.
but a beside cat.
It's okay. Lab cats can be a little much.
I
Maybe.
like
Cat me,
for
that's
me.
what I've heard.
I'm a big
Yeah,
fan.
ask Andy. Poor Andy had to suffer my lap cat.
Andy has to suffer every cat. They love him. We had this one cat that was like 2 cats overweight. It was
Oh,
a
he
lap
was
cat.
so good. We love him.
He's so good. He was like definitely a lap cat, even though he was like
He's
the
still
size,
like a verb
he'd
in
be
my
like,
home.
"Ah,
We're just like Mertz.
Mertz."
Mertz.
And he like I have a picture of him of spooning Andy from the back because he was so big and he was very possessive of Andy. So we'd go to bed and we'd be like spooning me, big spoon. I don't know, and he would like go between us and use his fat to separate us. So he would like step in and then like push in between our shoulders and use his fat to like cause like a rift between and then lie in it and be all like, what? And I'm like,
What are you
"Okay,
gonna do about it?
Nothing. I will do nothing. I will roll over and deal with it that way.
That's adorable.
Yeah, they stayed at my place a couple weeks ago. I went up home to visit my parents and took the dog, but I left my kitties because it's just too many.
Yeah.
Anyway, they stayed at the house, and apparently one of my cats, Pez, was like, "No, we're snuggling now."
Yeah.
with Andy.
Aggressive snuggling.
That's
He's
adorable.
aggressive.
Andy loves it. He's a big cat person, so he was all
I
like,
don't
"Ooh."
trust non-cat people.
I mean, I'm not as big of a cat person as he is, but like, yeah, it's weird if you don't.
I
If you like hate cats, I find it very strange.
I find that very strange. Yes.
Hating them.
If you're
Hating
more of a
any
dog
animal, I find
person
very
but you like cats, that's fine. But
Except
when you say
rabbits.
things like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm only a dog person.
Like
I get
I've
worried.
made this made up dichotomy where you can only be one or the other. So people were all like, "Yeah, I'm more of a Rolling Stones fan than a Beatles fan." Like, oh my fuck, they're two different kinds of music. Really.
Thank you. That metric song is flawed.
Yeah, 100%. Well done.
I don't like either.
No. So I mean,
I'm not a fan.
what did you even listen to back then?
I mean, if I had
Wait,
to choose,
how
it would
old
be
am I?
like honestly, if I think about my musical, like who I know more of, it's the Beatles.
Oh yeah, and not the same. But I'm not like, oh man, the Beatles. They were like
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's totally.
Whereas Guns N' Roses, as we were just talking
Yes.
about,
Yes.
fucking treasure.
treasure. For those of you who don't know, Sarah has amazing like mic arms, and it's just made us become
Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
And Steven Tyler.
And Steven Tyler. And for a moment, Jerry Seinfeld.
I felt like I was going to take it and just kind of walk around.
Yeah.
I feel when I hold it, I feel like Eminem.
Oh,
I can see that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Eminem's a good way to go.
Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps
in all
on
likelihood,
forgetting
it
what
is
he
bombs.
wrote
Question
down.
mark is
Whole
good in a
crowd
rap.
goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words wrote. Fuck, I'm trying to sing Lose Yourself.
Ah.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes... No, I don't even know. I'm going to stop
I
this
only
right
know
now.
the one that...
Copyright.
Guess Who's Back, that one.
Oh,
Shady's back.
The real Slim Shady?
No, that's the first one.
Oh, fuck. Guess who's back?
Back
Back again.
again. Shady's
Shady's back.
Tell
Alert
Who's
your
back?
friends.
Guess who's back? Guess
Yeah.
who's back? Oh, fuck. Yeah. Jeez.
Taking
Taking me back.
Then I forget what the next lines are, and I just start thinking about the Scroobius Pip song. I feel like that is purely for the name. But there's like a beat that my heart skipped, and it's Scroobius Pip, and it has the same sort of like beat lead in, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know.
Oh, man.
forget it.
Music.
We were listening to Nicki Minaj the other night, and Andy's like, wow, she's good. I'm like, I know.
She's fantastic.
She is. Did you see her
She's
on Stephen
kind of
Colbert?
a bitch, but it's okay.
Yeah, 100%. Did you see her on Stephen Colbert?
No.
It was adorable. She did a rap for him about how she'd bang him.
Oh, my God.
And he was dying. I love an awkward, nerdy guy in glasses being flustered.
You know who I love is Cardi B.
I'm okay with Cardi
Have
B.
you ever... Do you follow her on Instagram?
I don't.
Okay, do so immediately.
Okay, yeah.
Because she posts like videos of her just talking.
Yeah. No.
And it makes you love her so much fucking more.
I didn't
Because
really-
you're just like, you're a real ass girl.
I didn't really care
You're
for
a real ass
Bodak
girl.
Yellow, though.
What's that?
I didn't really care for Bodak Yellow or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a Lizzo fan. Have you heard of Lizzo?
No.
She's fucking amazing.
Lizzo?
Follow her.
Liso?
Lizzo.
Okay.
Follow her. She's fucking amazing. Body positive goddess.
Ooh, sweet.
And Nadia Rose and Princess Nokia.
Holy shit.
I'm really into indie rap, I guess.
Lizzo.
And Janelle Monáe. 100%.
Oh,
Janelle
I mean, like,
Monáe
I've heard...
every
yeah,
fucking
she
day.
seems amazing.
Make Me Feel was a tribute to Prince, and it was so good. And then she did a song called Pink, which is basically about vaginas, and it had Tessa Thompson, who is her girlfriend in it, and they're gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah.
For those of you
Monáe.
playing at home, Lily puts her hands up and makes little duck faces
little duck faces.
when she
But
gets
they will
excited.
never know
and it
because
says,
this one's not being video streamed.
Snatching words out of
with
the air.
snatching words like a rapper.
Yes, like a hip hoppity rap person.
There she goes.
But so you guys are both. So I talk a lot about my boy problems with you guys.
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
You guys are like entertained by it.
Yep.
Very.
So we're gonna have some fun with that
Yep.
tonight.
Yep.
I'm mostly sad about it, but to other people it's entertaining.
But it's funny, your misery, isn't it? It's funny.
It's fun in your
You'll-
misery.
You'll laugh at this years from
You know,
now.
you learn a lot when you do the online dating. But it's also just like there was a time in my life that I used to get jealous of my friends in relationships, and now I'm more like fascinated. Like, tell me more about that.
How does that happen?
Like, how do you find that?
yeah.
And I take more of a curiosity standpoint than a jealous standpoint now.
Do you find that with online dating, I found that I learned a lot about myself, like what insults most got to me, what sort of like
Yes.
limits I had that were important.
And it's so bizarre
yeah.
because it seems unrealistic.
It seems like it was not going to work, but as someone who married someone from meeting them online, it does. But it does for a while there. It seemed like I'm not going to meet a normal human being, am I? And then you have a moment of like, shit.
And what I've learned,
I'm someone else's not normal human being.
yes,
Like-
because like I found myself doing what I complain about, which is when I'm really not feeling it, I will send one word answers, and I'm like, but I complain about that all
Yeah.
the fucking time, yet I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So it's really, really awkward. But what I've learned is that flattery it only gets you so far.
Yeah.
I find a lot of guys will come in here with flattery, and I'm just like, I'm so self-deprecating that it only works. It only works so much.
It only works on like Thursdays every other
Yeah.
week. then it's fine. Otherwise, I'm like, bullshit.
I know.
I am not that interesting. Get out of my face.
So it's this.
You're lying.
It's this weird. It's very, very weird. It's all very and chatting and texting when you haven't met someone is fucking weird. But we're gonna play a game.
We are.
We're gonna lighten it up.
Maybe yeah.
And so, Lily,
Yes.
do the honors, or well, either of you,
No.
do the
Lily,
honors of
do it.
explaining this game.
We are going to play one of my favorites, which is called Billionaire Banshee. For those of you playing along at home, Billionaire Banshee is a game where you get to vote whether you think your friends would date a person based upon a perk and a quirk.
Okay.
So you pull a card that's a perk, and for instance, it's a billionaire. The person that is up for dates is a billionaire. Lifelong relationship billionaire. Then you pull a quirk. Oh no, they're a banshee. They're actually a death, like, heralding ghost from Ireland. Anytime you're near somebody who's even remotely close to dying, they're wailing, but they're a billionaire. So you vote to see if the person would date them for their perk and quirk.
So just for the sake of the game, let's say we pulled the cards. Do me and Krista vote on what you would do?
Yes.
Okay. And then you say what you would do.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So we can do an example.
So should
round
we
here.
keep score or should we just fucking play?
No, we're just
We
gonna
can
play.
just play.
Let's just play. Yeah. We don't need to. There's no
So-
winners or losers because let's be honest.
No.
I'll be
It's
the
just
loser.
it's just a fun game.
For those of you who can't see, which is all of you.
Or is it?
Hopefully. Oh
Or
my
is it?
gosh, the window is
Oh my
open.
God.
And there's a balcony. So there are 3 different categories of perks and quirks. I've separated them out to make it easier for anyone who wants to choose between. There's the regular one, which has a little business guy on it. And it's just like regular stuff, like billionaire. Billionaire isn't regular, but it is considered regular in this game. Then there's the unicorn, which is like magical stuff, like he could fly. And then there's the sexy sex bear, which has like a little, I would say BDSM kind of outfit on, leather kink. He's
sure
got a
does.
whip, and it's it's sex oriented perks and quirks. So you'll see as we go along. But here's an example one of a regular perk and quirk. The whole thing is that you read the perk first. People
Okay,
are
we're doing
like, okay,
an example. Do I have to be physically near you or can I sit back?
No, you
No,
can sit
I
over
can,
there.
I
sit
can
back.
hand you things.
I'm going to Instagram live some of this.
That's legit.
Okay, go.
So the perk of this person, you always read the perk first because that's the first thing you notice anyway, that it's the good things. So the perk,
Rose-colored glasses.
right? The perk of this person is that they are an amazingly skilled archer.
Okay.
They never miss their mark. They can shoot wings off a fly. Their body will never quiver. And archery is so in right now. So that's the perk of them.
Okay.
The quirk is they live in the country you hate the most.
Ooh.
Won't ever move. In the worst part of the country, and you need to live with them.
So, okay. So the relationship has to go, I have to go to them, but
Yeah.
it's the country that I hate the most.
Yeah, and then the worst part of the country.
But man,
I
they're
don't
good
even
with a
know
bow.
what country.
But they're so good with archery.
I don't know what country I hate the most, though.
Well, imagine if they lived in, like, no offense to anyone who does live here, but in the most aggressively, like, Bible Belty part of a country.
Which
wherein
country, Lily?
Any country with a Bible belt. Not to be specific.
You know what? I feel like if I really loved, I think I'm a people person.
Yep, yeah.
Okay, wait. Actually, I'm not playing the game right. I have to vote about you. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about me.
Yeah, so this
This
person's
isn't
super
about
good at
me.
archery. Let's like keep that in mind, is that they're very good with a bow and arrow, which is very relevant in today's culture
Okay.
and atmosphere. But they do live in the country that I hate the most, which I don't know, but they live in the worst part and I have to live with them. So
I'm gonna vote no.
yeah.
You don't care that much about archery.
I'm going to vote no, too. I feel like you're very strong on the place thing.
That's fair, because I don't give I'm sorry, archery people. I don't give a fuck about archery.
Did you hear that we have a local people on horseback?
What?
Did you hear they're doing horseback archery in Canning?
Shut the front door.
Yeah, they just started. It looks really cool.
What?
Like they're teaching people how
I
to
mean,
ride.
that would be amazing. Hey, Harper. So we're here with the Girls 36 Times
Wait,
podcast.
are we on a movie?
Instagram Live.
Yeah.
No, my face.
Your face. I'm in Jim Jams.
I'm in Jim Jams too.
We're having a podcast sleepover tonight.
Yeah.
We're
like
playing
it.
a game.
Turn it off.
Quirks and perks. I could put it on me, but I don't know about that either.
Put it on your face.
I'll put it there. So you're right, though. I would not date that person.
Okay.
So that's how it goes. Simple
That's
as that.
fun. Let's just play a whole bunch for Sarah.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it to you. We'll read them to you,
Okay.
and we will discuss amongst ourselves.
Okay, I like this.
If we think that you'll date them.
I like
Alright.
this.
So I'm gonna go with magical ones.
Magical.
If you want to read them?
No, go for it, man. You have a good face for that.
A good face for it. Good face for reading on a podcast. Wait a minute. Perk. They can enter and influence dreams. They can improve or worsen dreams. They can make anything happen. They can wake you up. They can keep you in dreams longer and will only influence dreams if desired.
Whoa!
Okay, wait. So that's only dream related, though, right? So,
Yeah.
like, it's only stuff that's not going to actually happen.
I feel like my
Yeah.
reaction just gave a lot away.
I mean, it did. I mean, you're not like poker facing over there very well.
It's pretty shitty.
So
Have another drink.
Their quirk is, as the game says, they are a banshee. Okay. Can pass through solid objects, can take physical form at will, not tied to a place where they die, but will wail when someone near is about to die. So you're out with your fella who's can influence your dreams,
But only your dreams.
and they start wailing, and you're like, shit.
You're like at the bar having No, you're at a nice restaurant.
You're visiting Nana.
Oh, Nana's.
And
Oh,
he
you're
starts
at the
wailing.
damn...
You're at
the home.
You wouldn't be able to visit that home.
You
just
can't.
wouldn't, because
you
they'd
wouldn't be
wailing
able
all
to
the
take
time.
him to visit the home because
So-
they're all dying.
So what'd she do you think? I feel like it'd be a struggle.
That would be a struggle. I mean, dreams are cool and all, but they ain't real.
Right.
I'm
He
gonna
can
go with
influence
nay.
them. He can have so many sex dreams, which but remember, doesn't matter, because when you wake up, what happens if he's wailing? You're like, fuck, is it me? Is it our neighbor? Is it me?
Is the cat dying?
Is the cat dying?
That would get annoying. And also, like, the loud factor.
Yeah, the
I'm
we're just
quite
randomly
loud.
screaming.
The sound
I'm quite
is
loud.
what the problem is. Actually, there was an episode of Looney Tunes that terrified me. Tiny Toons.
I remember it.
Yes, the banshee, the duck banshee.
Yes.
Shit,
That's
that
terrifying.
haunts me.
That
I'm
is
scared
fucking-
of banshees, which never comes up, except for in that situation.
So it's okay. Can you tell me one more time what a banshee is?
It is an Irish ghost. It's an old Irish thing where if someone's dying, a banshee will appear and wail.
scream.
Be like, but in Tiny Toons, it was like,
No, this is full on screeching,
It was
like
very
ear
much-
piercing.
yeah, like
Terrible shit.
You want to die because that thing is terrifying. It's
I'm
like
gonna go with a
wailing.
no. That's my end answer. Dreams are not enough to keep the wailing.
Yeah, I would say no for you, but I feel like you were really into that dream thing.
I love dreams
Yep.
so much.
Yeah, pretty great.
Like and the thing is, there's gotta be something going on with me. So I don't even really know what it is. I'm either the worst sleeper ever, or I will have the deepest, most magical, detailed dream. Like, it's one or the other.
Yeah,
It's never both.
no, that would be.
But I love
yeah.
the idea of someone, like,
Who could fix
especially
that.
helping me with, like, lucid dreaming, because that's something I'm trying to master.
Okay, how do you master lucid dreaming?
It's like a lot of meditation and shit.
Oh, okay.
Like, you have to go to sleep saying, like, you need to go to sleep with the mindset of, like, I am going to control my dreams tonight.
Nice.
I am going to control my dreams tonight. But my problem is that, like, I do not have a still mind.
No.
So what I've been doing lately, and I talk about this on so many podcast episodes, I'm the biggest supporter of ASMR.
Oh yes.
Because it has, like, totally changed how, like, it used to be that I would look forward to porn before I go to bed, and now I look forward to ASMR videos. Because it's, like, essentially relaxing sounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's people whispering into a microphone.
My husband always made the joke of it going, spoon.
Yeah, no, they just say random words. They just say nonsense.
I know. I'm like,
And none
no.
of it makes sense.
I can't
but
deal
it's so
with it.
relaxing, and it helps me sleep.
I only learned
like-
what that was like a couple years ago at HalCon.
Yeah, it was it
I didn't
Allison.
know it was a thing until recently.
Allison something.
Yeah, can't remember.
Yeah.
Met her at the thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Cool, that sounds interesting."
Willem did one.
Oh my god!
And he was like, he had like a dildo, and he was like whacking it against the microphone.
Hang on. He did a video?
Yeah, Willem Bella, the drag queen, he did a ASMR video.
I would like to find someone in Halifax who does it because I would love to do an ASMR segment
on the Calm. Like I use a meditation app, and
Calm,
they
yeah. I thought about downloading it.
do it. It's
I should download
really
it.
good. And the sleep stories, there's a couple ASMR ones. So and like they do. I think there was like Beauty and the Beast is one that they did, and Velveteen Rabbit ASMR.
Is that just like reading it really, really softly?
With like mouth noises. Someone likes mouth noises. It's ASMR fans,
Wow, we need to get some of them.
right?
And that's the thing. So I love sleeping. So, like, even though I'm a terrible sleeper, I love sleeping.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love dreaming.
Yeah.
So that pro would outweigh the con, I think.
So you wouldn't
Really?
date this
I
dream
do. I
banshee.
truly feel.
Well, that's beautiful.
That's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Good for you two. I hope you do have a good time. Let's do a sex one.
You're like,
I
"That's
love
good.
this.
That's great. That's great. Let's do this."
Okay, so the perk of this person, they are a sexy alien. They have purple skin and antennae, so that's apparently the bar for sexy we have. They ooze beauty and sexuality, willing to take you to their planet, and a professional at probing. So they're a sexy alien.
But they're not male. They're an alien. They're not male or female.
Yeah, they're just a super alien. Purple skin and antenna.
Okay.
So they quirk. They want to pee on you during sex.
I love how the quirk is the non-alien thing.
Yeah. No. Well, no. The perk is that they're a sexy alien. The quirk is that they want to pee on you during sex. So every time you can pee on them if you want. You can choose where they pee, and their pee doesn't stink. Sexy alien who wants to urinate on you during the passionate moment. You're permitted to pee on them if you like. And you can choose where they pee.
And it don't stink.
And it
I don't know
stink.
about any of
Like
this.
on your feet.
I don't know about any of this.
Like you're having sex. They're
You'd
super
be like,
sexy.
"Okay, you have to pee. I get that. So do it on my toe."
On my toe. Like,
that this is all weird.
yeah, 100%.
What's the perk of the alien again?
They're just
Just
super
that
sexy.
super sexy.
So imagine like the sexiest being you can. And then they're purple as well.
Because you know
But
that's
that would alter
the
my
thing.
attraction to them
So-
if they're all purple.
Supple purple. They're super purple. They're sexy. They are willing to take you to their planet full of other sexy aliens, and they are professional at probing. Get it?
That's appealing because
Probing's fun.
I mean I wouldn't know, but I assume it is.
I feel like it's a lot like sex.
And I mean, if you're gonna do that with someone, you'd want a professional.
Well, right? You don't want an amateur probe.
Yeah.
He's all
Yeah.
like, ugh, he's like shoving it at your elbow. You're like, get out of here. Trying to pee on you. Like, I don't piss on me and tell me it's raining and my belly button.
So you guys have to vote.
Yeah, I would say, with your confusion as to the sexy alien levels, I would say that no, that you would not date them.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's the juice is not worth the squeeze with that one.
Can I talk about how amazing that phrase is?
The juice isn't worth the squeeze?
Squeeze? Hello. Well, I like that. Let's go for another magical one. Okay, perk.
Perk.
They vomit cheeseburgers. You can have it your way. Doesn't matter what they eat. They don't mind puking. Consensual. Can make themselves barf. And cheeseburgers are safe to eat. So that's the perk.
So they
vomit.
puke. It's not chewed up, gross cheeseburger.
No, it's
cheeseburger.
completely edible cheeseburgers.
However you want it as well.
Whichever
can
way
go
you like.
Hey, can I have pickle on it? And they're like, okay, blah. Yeah.
They're like, I want a quarter
Okay, what's the
pounder with
quirk?
cheese.
They have anime proportion eyes. Same quality of vision. Eyes shimmer when they're sad.
Aww.
Size doesn't cause health issues, so don't worry about that. won't get surgery to change them,
Okay.
and won't hide them behind sunglasses. So they vomit cheeseburgers anytime you're hungry, just bleh. But they also have anime proportion eyes.
I know what I would vote.
Shimmer when they're sad.
Well, why don't we go around and say what we would do?
If with this person myself or
Yeah.
for you?
Krista, what would you do?
For myself,
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that because the eyes are freaky.
Yeah.
They're kind of fun.
It's kind of like Simon from Prozac.
Yes, exactly.
So I'd be
Yes!
right. I'm
Sucks
in.
to be you.
I know.
Say it in the British accent.
I won't. Yeah, I'd be into it. I would be kind of. I feel like I have sympathy like gags. So every time I'd be like, do it in the room,
Oh yeah.
but then bring it to me.
Yeah, the gagging sounds would be because if they are vomiting the cheeseburgers, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like,
I have I'm not as sensitive to that as some of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my friends are like,
sympathy pukers.
if they hear anything, they will
Any noise whatsoever, promptly
They will
vomit.
also puke.
They walk.
But
out
I'm
of
not
sound
that
counseling
bad.
sessions. Yeah.
But the cheeseburgers anytime.
In any way you like it. Like sometimes maybe you don't want cheese. You don't want a cheese on your cheeseburger.
Could I
Did you
get
get,
bacon on my cheeseburger?
Yeah, any way you like it. Maybe.
I'm in. I'm all in. I would date this guy.
That's legit.
Could you get like a vegetarian option cheeseburger?
I bet.
Be like,
I bet.
But if you ask real nice.
yeah, I don't want real beef.
Real beef.
This game is
Surprise
fun.
me.
Surprise me. These are normal ones.
Okay, normal one.
Perk. They are lifelong affectionate. Give lots of hugs and kisses. Leave love notes under your pillow. Walk hand in hand with you. And they smile, just looking at you. That's the perk. Quirk. They speak an unknown language. They can never learn another language. You can't learn their language. And they can't draw well. Very relevant.
That's very specific.
Very relevant. And
What were
sort
the
of
first couple lines of the first one?
sex Pictionary. They give lots of hugs and kisses, and they leave love notes under your pillow
So they're just an
in a
affectionate,
language
nice.
that you can't understand.
So this is just I'm going off of non. What's the word? Not nonverbal. I guess it's
Like
kind
they
of
just can't speak. They can't.
nonverbal
They don't share
affection.
the language. They don't
Right.
understand. They don't understand what you're saying either.
I think that would drive me a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'd feel smothered by this weird mute man.
Not mute. That's the
No.
interesting point. Speaking the different
But that's
language
what I mean.
that
But
you
it
could
might
never
as well
understand.
be. It might as well be nothing.
Because they could be going speaking Simlish at you the entire time. The Sims language.
I picture the Love Actually storyline of that guy who fell in love with the girl who doesn't speak his language.
Do you find that, as much as it's Colin Firth and I want to love everything he does, do you find that kind of creepy?
Yes.
He's all like,
It's
I'm in
one of
love
these-
with you. She's
it's-
done nothing but clean up a pile of papers.
It's
Like, I get it. I'm super into that too, but he learns her language.
I know.
How would you feel if someone that you'd met the once suddenly showed up at your workplace and in broken English started going, I think about you all the time. I'm in love with you. Let's do this. Your whole fucking family's there.
It's my least favorite storyline of the Love Lock.
That's your least favorite?
of Love Actually storylines. Yes.
Keira Knightley and Andrew Lincoln with
Oh,
his
I love that
creepy cue
storyline.
card.
I know. I love
His
that storyline.
best friend is upstairs and he's all like, I know this is kind of disappointing for everyone, especially me and my dick, but you've chosen this other man who supposedly is my best friend, but is there any way that I can convince you to tap this?
No,
And she's
I
all
love
like,
that.
oh.
No. Okay, let me get on my soapbox for a second here.
Okay.
I'm gonna defend this.
Okay.
This
I
is
don't-
funny. I've never seen it.
I don't.
That is my least
So
favorite.
can we explain
genre
this
of movie.
the scene to you? So you
I like Lily's version.
It's very creepy.
I take it as
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much so in love with you, and I know nothing can happen.
So I want you to be miserable with the knowledge that you are making me
No,
miserable
not at all. He
by
doesn't
being with
expect
somebody
any-
else.
He doesn't expect anything.
You know, fuck
He
that.
does not
He
expect-
wrote cue cards. He expects something.
He does not.
You don't fucking get billboard paper from the pound shop and go, I don't expect anything to happen from this.
I mean, he got a kiss. They kiss in the street, and
no,
then
not good.
they kiss in the street.
Fuckity bye.
And he says,
I'm going to get a
"Enough
beer.
now." Enough. So he had that moment with her,
I'm glad that
It was enough.
You now
and
need
then
to
he
live
moved on.
with the knowledge that you've cheated on the man that you love with me in the street, but I feel good about myself, so I'm going to leave now.
It was just a kiss.
No.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it's still...
He actually opened with, don't tell the guy upstairs that I'm here. So girl knew he was doing something fucking wrong.
I mean, you're right.
He was sneaking
You're
around.
not wrong.
You know what the most romantic storyline is? It's Bill Nighy and his best friend. That's the most romantic storyline in that whole fucking thing.
I just want to talk about how great that movie is. Because...
It's here. It's right here. It's fine. I hate Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson's storyline. It breaks my heart. Right? Because he's cheating on her with some woman from the office. I know. It makes me so sad.
Oh, that's a really sad storyline because of the
is.
Joni Mitchell part.
Oh my gosh. Yes, because he thought...
She thought he bought her
like a beautiful necklace.
A beautiful necklace because she saw him at the store
Buying
and she's like, oh sweet, he's gonna buy me a necklace. And then Christmas morning comes and she gets a Joni Mitchell CD.
And so she knows that he bought that stupid necklace
for
that
somebody
stupid
else.
secretary at work, and she's all like, "Well,
It's
fuck
heartbreaking as
but
shit.
it's beautiful at the end because they're still together. Nothing's more romantic than a man getting the fuck away with something. And Emma Thompson being too good for this world. I fucking hate
love
Love
this
Actually.
tangent.
I fucking hate Love Actually.
Let's pull another card.
Yes. Okay, let's go for a sexy sex one.
Yeah, I think that it has to be sexy sex ones.
Perk. They can control animals with their ponytail. Everybody.
What?
Remember the film Avatar?
Oh, gross.
So
I
hate
haven't
that
seen
movie.
that in many
They
years.
plug their ponytail into the animal, inserting it, and they can control them. Ponytail has sex with the animal. This somehow makes it obedient. None of their tribe view this as odd.
Oh my god, it is Avatar.
Yeah, it can control any animal. Can't control people. See, it's even a picture from Avatar.
Let me see.
It's a little pixely picture of a guy doing animal with his ponytail.
This is very weird.
Quirk. You might guess from my tangent just now that this one I would shut it down. Quirk is they randomly cheat on you.
You cannot play that shit. None of this is. What's the advantage of having animals be obedient?
That's a terrible combo.
I know. They were like, well, I mean, you could, like, I guess you could ride
And
it
then you're
somewhere.
being randomly cheated on?
But
No.
they don't tell you with whom. They don't get diseases. Still have sex with you. Thank God. And no one gets pregnant as a result. So, like, great. Some infertile bastard is cheating on you randomly, but at least he can fuck animals and they're okay with it.
None of this is good.
None of this
is a
good.
hard no.
We're out.
This is a hard no for this guy.
How is that even a perk? They fuck animals.
Yeah, these perks.
I
some
feel
of
like
these
that was
perks are
mean.
very much so
was mean.
quirks. No.
Oh, yeah. I find that sometimes. There is, like, one perk that was, like, definitely one. Okay, perk.
Mm-hmm.
They can walk on any surface, which I feel is something that I've always worried about.
Worried?
But can you, sir, walk on any surface?
Is that a worry?
Yeah, I'm like, because I'm worried. What happens if they can't walk on walls? Like, what do I do then?
You're like, is that how you meet people?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I worry about your ability to walk on the surface.
Sir.
Like the glass ceiling of the CN Tower.
Right.
I'm
my gosh, I
terrified
hate
to
that.
walk on there. I refuse. I
Ugh.
refuse.
No, it's gross. They can walk on any surface. They can walk on walls or ceiling, even if surface is slippery. Well, fuck. Easy as walking on the ground. Their feet can feel pain. Can't walk on water or air.
Lame.
Well, those are the best surfaces that you would be able to walk on if you were to walk on any surface.
Oh, what is that? That's
This
great.
is a quirk. They're secretly an octopus. This is from actually a game called Octodad. The
Yes.
Dadliest
Oh, yes.
I heard about the Octodad.
So it's nobody suspects a thing. They try their best to pass as human. They are very loving and have a fear of sushi chefs. So the quirk is that they're an octopus, but the perk is they can walk on any surface, which of course they can with their suction-y cups.
Yes.
So is that something that you think to yourself that's a deal breaker? Like, I really like this guy. Oh my God, we could go all the way, but he can't walk on the ceiling?
Also, he has 8 arms, and I don't question it.
Oh yeah, no. Well, it's in a suit.
I want to play that game.
I know, it looks super cute.
Oh, is that a video game?
It is
Yeah.
video games.
That's
I
the
need
whole
to
thing. is
Figure out
that
how to
you-
get that on the stream.
You're trying to, like,
You try not to
Keep it on the
let
down
people
low.
know that you're actually an octopus.
yeah.
I feel like I don't like any of those things, so I don't think I would go for this.
No, you don't like people walking on the ceiling. You hate it. Lionel Richie, fuck off.
It would be a
Is
little
he the one who
weird.
sang the song Dancing on the Ceiling?
I was going like, fuck,
We're dancing
exorcism
on the
child, get off the floor.
ceiling.
Get off
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
Get down.
Get down.
Every horror child.
I mean,
Every horror.
what surface would be the most cool, impressive one?
Well, definitely water, I think.
Fire?
Well, I mean, if you could walk like up
air.
and into a volcano and be like, whoa, what's going on down here?
Or like the side of a skyscraper?
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you going to do with that? It's not going to accomplish anything other than
you
walking
It'll
up.
mostly just give me anxiety.
I would hate it.
Careful. Careful. The whole time.
Yeah.
It's not going to get you someplace.
Unless he puts me on his back.
But
takes
that's what
me
I
up
mean.
with him to a rooftop where every one of my favorite movies involves a fucking rooftop
Okay.
and a romantic rooftop
Like an
scene.
actual fucking rooftop. So like rooftops made for fucking.
Well, most.
Every
Empire
film?
Records. Empire Records.
Godspell. It involves the top of a roof.
The Room.
Nice. That doesn't Yeah.
Are we just naming movies?
We're just
that
naming movies
have
with
rooftop
roofs.
scenes?
What else has a rooftop scene? That new one that has Millie Bobby Brown in it.
Oh,
Godzilla. My God.
I want to see that.
I love the new one. The Godzilla looked like a puppy. I was like, this is great.
I know, I'm all in.
I'm
and
all
everyone
in.
else is like, no, I don't want to see this. I'm like, no, I'm all in.
How do you not want to see that? Is that motherfucking Mothra? Get in. So they got like the Hydra thing. Anyway.
What other
So
rooftop scenes are there's?
You're not into the I mean,
No, I'm not into it.
Careful, don't walk on the one thing.
Not into it.
How about another sexy sex one?
Doing sexy sex one.
So the perk
This
for
looks
this
fun.
person is they'll let you do butt stuff whenever you want. Try to keep it clean, although emphasis on try. Can have anal orgasm. They are okay with not doing butt stuff on you. So that's the perk.
They're just open-minded.
They're open anally. So the quirk, they will only have sex with you if you wear a bear costume.
So you need to become a furry
But they
in
do
order
do
to
butt
do the
stuff.
butt stuff.
They don't need a
Can I
costume.
have regular vaginal sex without the
Yes.
bear costume?
No.
No.
Any sex has to be in the bear costume?
Yeah.
All of it.
Okay, so they only have sex with you only if you have a bear costume.
costume.
You have to have a fully functional suit, which I don't know what that entails. Suit washes easily. So
I love how they threw that in
not
there
dry
in
clean
attempts
only.
to make me...
You don't have to
What?
make bear noises. There's a benefit, although I do anyway.
You're like, I don't need the suit.
Specific bear noises, Winnie the Pooh noises. Oh, bother. The whole time. That's how I
Oh,
orgasm.
piglet.
No.
It always happens to Eeyore. Oh shit, that's not Pooh. That's the donkey.
Eeyore. That's Eeyore.
Yeah. That's
So
all
okay,
weird.
so the perk is they let you do butt stuff, but
No.
you have to be in a bear suit.
I run so warm.
Yeah.
I
I know.
would go mad. I would go mad.
But you sweaty.
I love that that's your issue.
That's the line.
Like the fact that I'm in this apartment right now at this hour
Yeah.
and I have clothes on is because you guys are here. If you
that's
guys
the
were
same
here,
reason I have clothes on.
I would
Oh my
be
gosh.
totally naked.
Yeah,
It's hot.
100%.
It's hot in here. In all fairness, the fans are all turned off, so that's probably why.
Ah, for you people.
Once we stop recording, the fans are coming back
Oh
home.
my God. Okay. Perk.
Mm-hmm.
If they finger your belly button, your headache goes away. Less than a minute of fingering, any degree of headache,
If they finger your belly button,
your headache goes away.
okay.
So less than a minute of it, any degree of headache, regardless of cause of headache, they don't have large fingers. That was
So
a
I mean, like
concern.
that could be like if you have a migraine versus a regular headache.
I like that idea. Okay.
Or head injury.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
Uh-huh.
Quirk. They are a werewolf. Change every full moon. Okay with being locked up at times, which that's what you want in a boyfriend anyway. Can't make you a werewolf and
Okay.
can't control themselves when in werewolf form. So it's like,
But okay, is werewolf
But
only
it's a
full moon?
manageable werewolf.
well, yeah, they're willing to be locked up in a cage. So it's like American Werewolf in London or whatever. They're
right.
willing to be locked up.
And in werewolf, it only happens at a full moon.
Yes.
So how often is a full moon?
Once a month.
So it's like a period.
Yes,
Pretty much.
It
would be like a man period, only far worse.
That's why werewolf films are very often a metaphor for periods. Yeah.
What?
Whoa!
Krista, what do you think? Do you get headaches a lot?
I get
finger that belly button.
Yeah, I have a lot of headaches.
So,
Me too.
Very frequently.
This is very appealing to me.
I would be cool with that because I think werewolves are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
It
is
has
And the
to
fact that it would be
extremely
cool with
appealing.
it.
If you have to lock them in the cage, that means you can't go away.
It's
without
okay.
A cage
I have a
situation.
kennel.
Okay, that's fine.
You have a what?
I have a kennel.
I thought you said cow.
I have a cow that I can sacrifice to it every month.
I'm in. There's nothing worse than a bad fucking headache. I mean,
Well, a werewolf.
No, but the werewolf is manageable.
True.
when you have a migraine,
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
the worst.
You would
I've
rather
only
a
had like
werewolf.
2 migraines
I will
in
take
my
all
life.
the
and it was
diarrhea in the
horrible.
world over a bad migraine.
Wow, that's a lot of diarrhea.
I'm used to it. I got IBS.
I am used. Crawl. So I mean,
It's like I'm just used. I'm used to digestive issues to a point where
fuck it.
I'm just used
Give
to
me
it.
a werewolf.
But
I can handle
But
it.
a migraine, like sometimes nothing helps. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you do everything you can and just nothing will help. So the fact that like
I
he
like
could
the-
finger my
the
belly
picture.
button and things. I love that someone might just be
No, the
tuning in
other
right
one.
now and be like, "What the fuck."
I was like,
Look at that. That was what you would look like.
I love it.
That'd be you.
I love this
It's
game.
great.
Little 8-bit
Where can I buy this
carrots.
game?
I got it at
Border?
Maybe, or maybe at Gametronics. Maybe. No, I didn't get it at Gametronics. I think we got it on Amazon.
I need to get it.
We got it
That's
online.
amazing.
It's definitely like you can get it. Like go to like the board game cafe and ask them to get it for you.
Mm-hmm.
How about a magic one?
Yes.
When do we get to play the other game?
Is there another game?
Oh, Tinder.
Oh my god! Yeah. That's gonna be
One
for
more,
Patreon.
and then we're gonna. Take,
Yep.
well, one more. I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
bathroom, and then perk. Their aura prevents aging.
Ooh.
Their aura can't be turned off. They don't age.
So they're
aura
a man.
started in high school.
They're what?
Their aura started in high school.
Okay.
So they're high school age?
They look like a high school person.
And every day you're around them, you won't age.
Oh, this took a turn.
Yeah.
This went into Selfish Town.
But what happens if they're 60 in a high schooler's body?
And but I am also not aging.
You're also not aging. But
As
you know
long as
you're
you
aging
like
now.
chill out with them, but I mean you're not going to be around them all the time.
Yeah, so like if you every day that you're around them. So if you like are casually dating, you know, like take a day or two off. But you
But I mean, even if you like marry this,
but it's a
weird
lifelong.
man,
It's about lifelong compassion, like companionship. With
yeah,
this
but
game.
still,
So-
you're not going to be around them 24/7. So I
True.
would assume you would age at
A
a
bit.
slightly faster rate.
than them.
Unless you real clingy.
Yeah, unless you really clean.
Unless you're like, we're moving in right away, and I need to see where
And
you
I'm
are
not-
at all times.
And I'm not going to work. I'm just going to hang around next to you all the time.
So that's the perk. The perk
All right,
is they
give me
have that.
the quirk.
The quirk is their body is covered in fur.
I forgot that there was a quirk.
Yeah, we're like, oh, what about the pros and cons? Well, also they're covered in fur. They're fully covered, short dog style fur. Hypoallergenic though, so benefit. It's soft and shiny, and they won't shave.
I'm better off with the quirk than the perk.
Yeah, you'd rather the fur
Yeah, I'd be like, I
That's
pet
fine.
you.
than the aging thing, because they remember they look like a high school student.
Also, do you guys like hairy guys?
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
I don't mind them either. I feel
Indifferent.
like the older I get, the more I appreciate it.
It all depends on the hair.
Yeah.
I don't like a beard. I don't like it. 'cause
Really? You don't like
beard rash.
beards?
Beard rash.
I
Man.
feel like a short beard is very, very nice.
They look lovely. Beards look lovely, but the practicality of a beard when you have a face and that you plan to smush against said beard
It hurts.
rash. Mm-mm.
I mean, I feel like because the perk
Yeah,
is not a perfect situation,
no,
it's not quite worth it.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't want a dog hairy man.
I feel like
No.
it'd be like petting Frankie all the time, which is kind of nice. He's fuzzy.
That's fair. That's fair.
But my
I think it's
husband
the
also
teenage side of
has
it for
a facial hair.
Yeah, a facial hair, just one.
Just one. And if he shaves it, his chin disappears. So
I
now it
love
looks
the
weird.
idea of not aging though.
But yeah,
Oh,
or even
nice.
aging at a lesser rate.
Because right now I have one really deep wrinkle in my
Yeah,
forehead.
yeah.
And like
yeah.
I'm 30. It's because I do
Yep.
this a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I have expression wrinkles.
You're talking to Krista, who have you ever seen Death Becomes You? Death
Fucking
Becomes Her.
love that movie.
It's so good.
I
She's
love
Was
that
falling
it
movie.
Death
apart.
Becomes You?
Death Becomes Her.
Her.
And
Her.
they're just falling apart. They're made of paint and dreams. So that's Krista. She's made of makeup. You're falling apart. And Bruce Willis is a really sad love interest of yours.
Very much so. He's got that horrible porn stash.
Oh my god, the point.
So bad.
Isabella Rossellini in it though. Hello, the woman who gives them immortality.
Yes. God, that's a good movie.
It's such a good film. You need
I've
to watch
never
it.
seen it.
Oh my God.
I'm very curious.
What's her face?
Meryl Streep?
No, the other one.
I've lost it.
I know.
I'm seeing
Kate
her
Hudson's
face.
mom.
Kate Hudson's mom. Oh, Goldie Hawn.
There
Yes.
you go. Goldie Hawn and Meryl
Hey-o!
Streep. You did it. So there you go. So you wouldn't you would date the guy who you didn't age around? Remember,
I would not.
high school student.
I would not.
So he
get
would look
weird.
like you now, and he would look like a high school student for the rest of your lives.
No.
No.
That'd be weird.
It's not worth it for me.
No.
The juice, again, the juice does not. Wait, what was my phrase? I'm drunk.
It was a pretty sweet phrase.
The juice is not worth the squeeze.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Guys.
I just love it.
This was fucking fun.
That was good. So we can obviously that was good.
Do
That
you,
was-
before we close out, we're gonna do a Tinder takeover on Patreon. So if you haven't signed up for Patreon yet, you should. Yeah. To hear these ladies take over my Tinder.
We're really good.
I'm
at it.
excited for technology.
Right.
This is gonna be
Right is
hilarious.
What you're gonna hear basically
You guys are
is
gonna
how do
be-
I do this?
You guys are now gonna feel what I feel every day on this app.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any advice for me
In general,
in the dating realm?
be yourself because you're just gonna fucking be yourself anyway. So wasting time.
I know. I'm like
pretending.
I've been doing that for 6 years.
That's what it is. It's just
What?
be yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna
But the
pretend
thing
that
is-
you're not something that you are. So
And then we'll just get complicated and annoying.
going out the door and trying to impress someone, you got to impress someone for the rest of their lives then, because you're just given the wrong idea.
I feel like in the early stages of meeting someone, I actually go even fuller, a fuller version of me to like
saturate them in you so
Yeah.
that when
Yeah.
it's not an issue, it won't be
to
an
just
issue
be like,
later.
It's like when kids are young and you feed them all the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Just make sure that they're not
Or they're
allergic
like,
to peanut butter.
it's called, there's a type of behavior that you can, I can't remember what it's called, with dogs, that you can be like, if they have a fear of something, you flood them with the fear to the point where they are not afraid of it.
I've heard of this. Yes.
Yeah, so like thunder or whatever, like you'll play thunder very loud over your speakers to get them
Amazing.
used to it until they know. So you basically go
It's
out there
doing
and
the
like,
same thing.
this is so much fucking Sarah that
Yeah.
when I calm the fuck down,
If
you'll
you
be
can-
like, oh, thank
If
God.
you can roll with this,
Yeah.
you can roll with
Regular
how I
Sarah.
am 80% of the time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So that's why I'm asking someone to come on a live stream first date.
That's legit. That's legit. It's a good, strong start.
But also, it's like, how am I going to act? Am I going to act different because it's being recorded? I don't fucking know.
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Also, you'll be drunk. 8
I'm
hours
gonna be
drunk, I imagine.
probably
by then.
quite drunk.
So,
I like this
saying.
advice. I like this advice, though. Yeah, this has
definitely
been
be yourself.
be myself.
Be yourself, like from Aladdin. What do you say, be?
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Okay,
That's
I
my
will.
thing.
I will try to do that.
Do that.
Guys, where can everybody find 36 times?
Okay, go Lily.
Yes.
And now.
36times.podbean.com. Also at 36 Times Podcast on Twitter, 36 Times Podcast on Instagram, 36 Times Podcast at gmail.com. We've got a Facebook page, 36 Times Podcast, and we've got a discussion page, which is private, so just suggest that you come in and talk to us about stuff and things. And we've been away on hiatus, and now we're back. So
Should we say what our podcast is about?
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it in the intro, but
yeah. Our podcast is a Canadian true crime and comedy podcast.
Yeah.
We cover crime from Canada.
I will make sure that there's a link to their other episode that they've done.
Yes, please. And we've got
So
a
that you
Patreon.
And they have a Patreon, yeah.
Patreon.com/ you guessed it.
You guys have
36
that handle
times.
everywhere. I'm so jealous.
Everywhere.
So I haven't Intoxicated podcast mostly everywhere except Twitter, which some bitch hasn't tweeted since 2014 with
Get on that.
the at Intoxicated handle, and you can't do Intoxicated podcast because it's too many characters. I'm one character too fucking short on Twitter.
gosh.
It's fucking annoying.
Have you sent her a message?
I haven't said I should.
You should.
I'm like, can you just add a 1? Just add a 1 or something to your name so I can have Intoxicated, because you haven't tweeted since 2014.
What is-
I don't know if
is
you're
she
just
okay?
someone. I don't know. It's
Now
a
I'm
really
worried
weird,
about her.
Yeah.
It's a really weird Twitter feed. It's like I think one of her tweets tweets as like, my cat is fat or something like that. It's very
That happened
bizarre.
to another podcast friend of mine that it was kind of like a mix-up. Like she took a handle that was really close to something else, and they didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And it was just a matter of reaching out to one another, and they fixed it.
Because Twitter does have this thing that you can fill out a form.
Yeah.
And but it's for impersonation. But I watched a lot of YouTube videos that were like, just fill out the form and like they should take care of it. Like just say that it's impersonation, even though it might not be.
You could just like super
But
message
just be
them.
like, hey, I'm a growing brand.
Could you?
Like I'm active on Twitter. I tweet all the time. Can I please have this handle? And I did that, and they were like, you need to write us back with proof that you have intoxicated trademarked. And I'm like, and then I looked at the cost of that. I'm like, no.
No.
How do we trademark? Because that's how we get out of
It's
the
a
whole
lot of
tax
money.
loop.
It could be like thousands of dollars to do it.
It all depends. We probably couldn't because of the award-winning 36 Questions podcast.
Yeah, but
There's a 30, but no
Yeah.
one has 36 times.
nobody has 36 times.
Yeah.
No one uses it anyway.
That's true. It's old school.
No one, every single person I talk to is
What
like,
do
I don't
what do they
use Twitter.
now?
What do we use now?
Yeah.
I mean, I have automated
Instagram.
tweets that go
Or
out.
Insta.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Instagram's the better one. Instagram is
No.
better. Hey, Instagram. Okay. So thanks so much,
Is
guys.
my beer in that?
Yes.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, the lighting. The lighting is
keeps
on and
changing.
off. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having us.
This was excellent and quite more drinking involved this time around.
Yes, we definitely did more drinking.
And it was a lot of fun. And we're going to do a Tinder takeover with Chris and Lily.
Here we go.
So stay tuned for that, Patreons. Pew, 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 pew. So thank you guys so much. And do the honors and ring that bell.
All right. Here at Intoxicated Reviews, we intellectually dissect the art of cinema, scene by scene. Here's some clips.
All he is, it's just a fucking big wooden doll full of cum, chasing kids around.
You look up guys who poop in a bag. 'Cause I think that's where you'll find him. Because he is hurt.
It's probably just in your search history anyway, isn't it?
A movie was, by the way, reviewed by my mother. The review was, "Thank God you were on early because we couldn't watch any more of that thing."
You got a wide berth here.
Well, this is a good scene. We're watching the infamous dildo scene.
You got trolled.
You were in,
I
too.
shut
You
the
were
fuck up.
in.
No, I didn't say shit. You got trolled.
I
Corey
thought you were
West just
stumbling on
trolled
a
you.
real script.
They didn't even give him a script when he got the job. They gave him a bottle of Stoli and said, "Learn this."
Did you stumble on the joke?
Talk about this movie for fart's sake.
This is we can swear. This movie fucking blows.
So don't forget to subscribe to Intoxicated Reviews on all places you find podcasts. Except Spotify. We're working on it.